Morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to run through the whole protocol. You've had that already. We're straight into presenting the document. Now, this is the manual that has been prepared for the first module. It's a two-module parenting program. And what we sought to do here in this program is to prepare a manual that will take, or rather help parents and families on a wider scale. So we're taking, in this manual, we treat with general topics as a way of preparing men and women to be good parents and using and helping them understand and read signs and symptoms of their children's issues. The second part of the program, which Sister Julie will present, will be direct hands-on activities in terms of parenting. So this does not deal with direct hands-on parenting. This deals with the wider issues that prepare families to be good families. In preparing the document, we decided that we liked these 10 principles of parenting. And so the whole document is based on these 10 principles. As you see there, love abundantly, discipline constructively, spend time together, tend to your personal needs, develop mutual respect, teach right from wrong, really listen, offer guidance, foster independence, and be realistic. Now, guys, we recognize these as very important things. It's not so easy to get all of these, to teach all of these song qualities. You have to do them in your everyday way of life and how you live every day. So the manual attempts to help parents to focus in on how they can relate to themselves, treat themselves, prepare the environment, the home environment, and understand the process of communication between the children and the parents and the spouses, so that an atmosphere is created for these particular values to come to the fore. So the first unit, Unit 1, it's divided into 5 units, the first manual. Unit 1 is entitled Understanding Yourself. And we have a lovely quote there from Christopher West: as marriage and the family go, so goes civilization. So in understanding yourself, we have the total person windmill. So the first unit deals with recognizing yourself as a person, meaning here as a parent and as a child, but particularly as a parent, helping the person understand that this is what makes up a whole person: the emotional self, the spiritual, the physical, values and virtues, intellectual learning, and the social. And for a person to be a whole person, or to generate life in a wholesome way, they must attend to these different aspects of themselves. If you focus on only one or two at the expense of the others, then your personality, your approach to parenting, and your approach even to the way you live is going to be skewed in one form or another. So one of the first things you want to help parents understand is that you have to make sure that you yourself are well as a person. Because if you as a parent are treating yourself well, then you have many more resources in parenting your children than if you have to spend time working through your own brokenness and confusion in your life. So healthy and whole children come from healthy and whole parents in a life-giving relationship. So that's essentially the sense of this first unit. I'll repeat that. Healthy and whole children come from healthy and whole parents in a life-giving relationship. So that's essentially what this first chapter does. The second unit, is understanding your children. And here we see the quote for the unit is: parents are the principal and first educators of their children. One of the highlights of this chapter, and obviously this is not the entire chapter, we've just pulled out one page or one important aspect of it to highlight for you. In this manual, in chapter 2, one of the important things we do is we deal with the psychosocial crises which result in life-giving qualities if they are negotiated well. So we use Erickson's formula here. And as you see the tower, the pyramid there, when a child negotiates their life crises in a healthy manner, obviously supported and encouraged and guided by their parents, both parents, then they are able to develop these, what they are called ego life-giving qualities, ego qualities like hope, like will, like purpose and competence, fidelity, love, care, and wisdom. And at the right, where the arrow goes, you see that these things are defined. So what we are saying is, what will appear as a crisis to a child, and it did for you, and it still does for you and me, are opportunities in life to mature and to grow and to develop as a whole person. So we giving this knowledge to the parents to help them to recognize that at different ages, of course, these are, by the way, these life qualities are like hope, for instance, is the first stage of the human development of the child. So it's, they're connected to the particular age group of the child. So the child is from 0 to 1 year, the basic learning experience is trust versus mistrust, okay? Working through that particular crisis, the young child will learn the virtue of hope, the experience, an enduring belief that one can attain one's deep and essential wishes. Okay? So when we believe that if we help the parents understand this, then they will experience when their children are going through their growing and developmental crises, not as something to run from or to be afraid of or etc., but rather opportunities for growth. And if the parent understands what's happening, then they're able to support the child. Part of this chapter as well, in this chapter we highlight the importance of fathering. I know that's a little bit fine for you to read there, but I will just highlight for you that the three other learning aspects of this chapter 2 are the importance of fathering, the absent father, and the single parent fathering. So we touch on these three very important aspects of the problem of fatherhood in our Caribbean context and in Trinidad and Tobago. So, and there, next slide, yeah. There you see 2 charts, 5 healthy fathering styles and 5 unhealthy fathering styles. So again, when the fathers are present in our training programs, we're going to spend some time helping them work through their particular fathering styles so they become comfortable and familiar and therefore more confident in fathering their children.